Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're tackling a topic today that usually feels like a massive maze of red tape and hidden costs. We're looking at exactly how to navigate Nebraska's complex court and vital records systems, specifically to find divorce records and how to do it without paying any of those unnecessary government fees. So let's jump right in. Are you trying to access divorce records in Nebraska but don't know where to start? Stay tuned because this explainer will walk you step by step through the exact process to get these records online for free. Don't miss out on vital information that could unlock doors for your personal, legal, or genealogical research. All right, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with decoding Nebraska divorce records, then move into our step-by-step free online guide. After that, we'll cover some search examples and case studies, tackle overcoming common search obstacles, dive into record privacy and ethics, and finally, wrap things up with some essential tips and a legal disclaimer. Section 1, Decoding Nebraska Divorce Records. Categorizing the bureaucracy. Okay, so the absolute foundation of this whole process rests on the Nebraska Public Records Law, specifically Statute 84-712. This is the law that actually guarantees your right to access these domestic relations records in the very first place. It establishes a broad presumption of transparency. Basically, it means that as a citizen, you are fully empowered to inspect and copy governmental records unless there's a super specific statutory exemption that protects them. So for us, this is our green light. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are we looking for? Divorce record is kind of tricky because it's actually an umbrella term for three entirely different things. Knowing which one you need is literally half the battle here. Let's break this down. First up, the divorce certificate. Think of this as your basic receipt. It's a concise, one-page document proving a divorce happened, held by the Department of Health and Human Services, or DHHS. It only has names, dates, the county, and the case number. Second, we have the divorce decree. This is the formal judgment signed by a judge. It details the actual settlement, stuff like child custody, spousal support, property division. The official custodian here is the district court clerk in the specific county where it happened. And finally, the divorce case file. This is the whole shebang, the entire litigation history with pleadings, evidence, court orders. This is managed locally by district court clerks, but, and this is key, it's indexed electronically statewide in a system called Justice. Section 2, Step-by-Step Free Online Guide. Navigating the system at no cost. So here is your exact playbook. Step 1, decide what you're actually looking for. Do you just need a certificate for a name change, or do you need the full decree for a legal dispute? Step 2, if you're just sitting at home on your own Wi-Fi, you can use the Nebraska Judicial Branch's free online court calendar search engine. Because court dockets are managed locally, their hearing schedules are openly published online. This is a great way to verify if a case even exists. But step 3, listen, this is your golden ticket. If you need deep access, utilize the free public kiosks. Usually, the state charges a non-refundable $15 fee for just a one-time remote search or a $100 annual subscription, but you can completely bypass those paywalls by using courthouse kiosks or partner libraries, places like the Nebraska State Library, university law libraries like Schmidt and Klutznick, and literally all Lincoln City libraries provide free, full access to the justice system right from their public terminals. Section 3, Search Examples and Case Studies. Putting the search into practice. When you get to the search engine, you generally have two ways to attack this. You've got to adapt your approach based on what puzzle pieces you already have in your hand. On one side, you can search by party name. Now, this requires the complete first and last names of the individuals. It is absolutely fantastic for genealogical research, like if you're looking for an ancestor from the 1920s but have absolutely no clue when they split up. Just a heads up, this search caps out at a maximum of 30 matches. On the flip side, if you already know the timeline, you can search by case year or date. You have to know the exact window for this to work, but it is incredibly efficient. It's the ideal method if you're trying to pinpoint a specific recent settlement or verify an upcoming court date. Section 4, Overcoming Common Search Obstacles. Troubleshooting the roadblocks. Now, you're going to hit some roadblocks, and that's totally normal. Let's prepare you for the most frequent issues so you don't get frustrated. First off, if you try to use the full Justice search remotely from your couch, you are going to hit that $15 fee. And here's the real kicker. It is completely non-refundable. The state keeps your money even if your search turns up literally nothing. So stick to the free kiosks if you aren't 100% sure what you'll find. Second, a quick technical note. JavaScript must be enabled in your web browser. If it's not, the online calendars simply won't work. Third, for the historians out there, older records might not exist anymore. Under State Records Retention Schedule 18, certain older case records are legally destroyed. Finally, remember that there is no magical national database for divorces. Your searches have to be strictly targeted to Nebraska's 93 county and district courts. Section 5, Record Privacy and Ethics, Understanding Confidentiality Boundaries. Let's talk ethics and privacy for a second. While Nebraska does have that great presumption of transparency we talked about, access is still a right balanced heavily against personal privacy. There is a very definitive boundary here. You are definitely not going to find highly sensitive personal data just sitting out in the open. Things like social security numbers or full financial account details like bank routing numbers, they are strictly prohibited from public registers. They are separated out and files away under confidential court seals. So don't expect to uncover someone's bank balance in a public search. Also, who you are really matters. If you go to DHS for a basic divorce certificate, you're going to hit a privacy wall, unless you are an eligible party. That means the divorced couple themselves, their children, or their legal representatives. And you can't just say you're related. Mandatory proof of relationship, like a government-issued ID or a birth certificate, is absolutely required. But contrast that with the district court. The general case files and court dockets in the justice system are fully open to the public, unless a judge has explicitly ordered them to be sealed. Section 6, Final Tips and Legal Disclaimer. Best Practices and Responsible Research. Before you go, here are a few pro tips to really maximize your success. Always try to identify the specific target county before you even start searching. It narrows everything down tremendously. Second, do your homework. Gather as many exact spelling variations and approximate dates as you can beforehand. Third, and I know I've said it already, but maximize the use of those free law library and public library terminals. It is the best way to completely avoid those administrative paywalls. And finally, if you find yourself in a tricky situation where you actually need your own records sealed, or you think you have a legal right to unseal someone else's, take a step back from the search bar and consult a qualified family law attorney in Nebraska. Please note that while we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, rules and processes for accessing divorce records may change. Always refer to official sources for the most current information and consider consulting a legal professional for advice specific to your situation. So, with all these tools and free resources now securely in your back pocket, the only question left is, what hidden history or crucial legal insight will you uncover in the public records of Nebraska? Good luck with your research, and thanks for joining me on this explainer.